All right, hi guys, it's Katrina and my helper Colby here today. We're going to do some yoga. So we're going to do some 4-H kids yoga. Yoga is an awesome thing to do. It kind of helps you release a little bit of anxiety. It helps reduce your stress, your fear. It can increase your confidence. So it's an awesome practice. You can do it mornings, you can do it in the evenings, whenever you kind of feel a little bit overwhelmed. And right now we might all be feeling a little overwhelmed with just everything going on. So it's an awesome thing to start using. So with yoga, a big part of it is our breathing. So we want to make sure that we take deep breaths in and out. And today we're going to use a Hoberman sphere. Sorry, I can't even say that. So it's going to kind of help us be our visual. But if you don't have this at home, you can kind of do it without it. It's just a nice helpful. So when you are using this, you're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and release.
And if you don't have one, then you can just put your hands on your belly and do it.
Yeah, so you could say, why don't you practice with that? So if you don't have one, you can kind of just hold your belly and take a deep breath in. Release.
And it's like you're smelling hot soup, and then you're cooling it down. You guys can practice that for a little bit.
Yeah, so we'll practice our breathing for a little bit. So what will happen for our video for today is that we're going to start off with our breathing, and then we're going to go right into kind of doing some transition poses, and then we'll do some yoga, an actual yoga routine. So today, let's just take a few minutes, kind of relax, loosen up your arms a little bit, maybe stretch your legs out a little, just kind of get them all stretched. Feel all nice and flexible. And let's it might be easier when you take the deep breaths to just close your eyes, concentrate on you being in your happy place, something that makes you really happy, and just take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Let's do one more. Deep breath in and out. All right, so with yoga we have transition poses. So let's go over the transition poses first. Our first one is called mountain pose. So, sorry you guys, it's cutting my head off here a little bit. So you're going to go into mountain pose, and you're going to just stand nice and tall. So you're just going to stand nice and tall, kind of have your arms hanging down beside you. Spread your feet out a little bit, and this will be your mountain pose. From mountain pose, the next transition pose you'll hear is knee stand, and you'll just go down on your knees, kind of same thing. Keep your knees down, arms out. Then you'll go to tabletop, which you're just going to kind of keep your knees from a knee stand, and you're going to put your arms down into a tabletop. And then our fourth transition pose we'll work on today is going to be down dog. So for that one, you're going to kind of push back on your feet. So you're going to kind of push your feet back there, and you're going to push your butt up in the air and drop your head down between your arms. And that's your down dog pose. So we have mountain, knee stand, tabletop, and down dog. Okay, so those are our transition poses. What that means is that each time we kind of change into a different pose, we don't like to do anything in yoga super fast. We want to take our time. Yoga is not going to be about being the fastest. It's going to be all about what's best for you, and it's going to be about taking your time into going into each pose. So let's start with our mountain pose. And from mountain pose, we're going to go into a tree. So into a tree, we're going to kind of bring up our leg, put our hands up over our head, and kind of hold them together. I know it's hard to see mine. I'm working on a tight spot here. And if you're having a hard time keeping balance, if you have one object that's staying still, for our example is our 4-H water bottle is our object that stays still, so we can both focus on that one object, and that will help us keep our balance. All right, and then let's go to our left leg. So pull your left leg up, arms up, focus on that water bottle, and then we can go down to mountain pose again. From mountain pose, we're going to do ragdoll. So ragdoll, we're going to kind of keep our legs spread a little bit. We're going to just drop our arms, and we're going to actually drop our head, so it's just hanging between our arms really loose, and this is going to help you kind of stretch.
You can feel it in your legs.
So Colby says you can feel it in your legs. Good job, bud. All right, let's go back to mountain pose. And let's go down to a knee stand. And then from the knee stand, we'll go to tabletop. And this one, we're gonna go into a cow. So in a cow, you're gonna inhale into a cow and exhale into a cat. So inhale, moo. Moo. Meow. So inhale to a cow, exhale to a cat. And then we're going to go into downward dog. So we're pushing back on our feet, our butts in the air. Our feet should be flat. Then we're going to go into a knee stand. And from the knee stand, we're going to go into a cobra. So our hands will stay out in front of us. We're going to kind of just push our bellies to the ground. And we are going to stretch in our lower back. Is where I feel this the most. Where do you feel it?
I feel it in my arms.
In your arms? Okay. So you're going to hold that. Let's go back into a tabletop. And then from tabletop, we're going to go back into a cobra, just so we can get a nice, good stretch there. All right. Then we will go into a pigeon. So the pigeon, we're going to kind of sit back, and our leg is going to, oh, you guys, you know what? I'm sorry, I did this wrong. One leg's going to be stretched back. This one's going to kind of be folded here. So our legs, our left leg is folded, our right leg is stretched all the way back, and I'll turn a little bit so you can kind of see. We're going to go tight, and then we're going to lean forward on our elbows. And we're just going to hold this pose. And again, nothing in yoga is fast. So take your time. Don't overwork your body. It's all about relaxing. It's all about taking your time. It is not a race. We're going to stretch the other side. So we're going to fold up our right leg, stretch out our left leg, tuck our right leg up down there, and go back to our elbows. All right. Then we'll go to tabletop. And from tabletop, we're going to go to knee stand. And then we're going to go to a river pose. So from river, we're just going to sit, put our feet out in front of us, and just try to reach to our toes. If you can't touch your toes, it's okay. Just go to wherever you can go. All right, and then we're going to go into chill pose. So chill pose is a super relaxing pose. So for chill pose, I like to just lay back how my friend Colby is. He's just completely relaxed. Loosen up your body, loosen your arms.
You can close your eyes if you want to.
You can close your eyes for sure. I love to just go into chill pose, close my eyes, take me to my happy place, loosen up all my muscles, just let them relax. So we're going to go into chill pose just for a little bit here. Just loosen your body. Let it take you to your happy place, a place that makes you feel so relaxed and loved. Take deep breaths in and out. Deep breaths in and out. One more. Deep breath in and out. All right, you guys, that's our yoga routine for today. So, the most important thing I hope you guys get out of yoga today is, one, that you can do it with anything. You don't have to do it on a yoga mat. If it's easier, if you have at home, you can use a beach towel. You can just use the floor. You can use carpet, whatever kind of is easy for you. Two, make sure you focus on that breathing. It can reduce your anxiety, your stress, your fears. So kind of focus on that breathing. I like Colby's thoughts of if you just breathe in like you're smelling hot soup, and then you breathe out like you're cooling it off. That's an awesome way to think of your breathing. And then three, just have fun doing it. It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's just all about you and your body. All right, you guys, have a good day. Bye.